Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. It's Saturday night, alright. It is crazy, Trish. How's it going? I feel very crazy today. It is crazy. Oh, wow, you missed all that intro. Well, let's do it again. Hello, everybody. Damn, YouTube takes so long. No, I don't want to do that. So, how is everybody tonight? I hope everybody is good. Can everybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody there? There's a song that goes like that. I like that song. It's an oldie but a goodie. And I have no idea what it's called. I think it might be one of those psychedelic-y trippy songs. But I could be wrong. It is before my time, but I remember it. Kind of. Some of the words. I got my Coke. My pop. Coke. I got a few projects around me I've been working on. I've been crocheting all day today. So, yay! I have not been gaming. I actually haven't gamed for the past couple of days. Even yesterday I wasn't gaming much until the afternoon because I was crocheting in the morning. So I was working on my sweater. I got the back panel done. I got the front panel done. And you know what? For the first time in my life, they both match up. They're both the same. Same length, same width. You put them up to each other and they match. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. So yay! I love it when good things come together. Cause it's been a hell of 2 weeks. It really has been a really rough 2 weeks. So I'm hoping this week will be better. But if our luck continues, it won't be. That's all I'm going to say on the matter because I don't want it to actually happen. So let's think positive for next week because damn, it's been a hell of a week. Hell of a week and a half. It's been rough. So, yeah. But it's Saturday night. I'm here. You're there. Let's chat. Let's just get over it. So yeah, I've been crocheting. I'm working on fingerless gloves. Oops, don't rip out that stitch. Okay, I'll lose that stitch, but I don't want to lose that stitch. So, working on fingerless gloves. These are Christmas gift for my sis-in-law. And I got a new sis-in-law. I'm so happy. I want to say congratulations to my brother Darren. He's a sculptor. He has pieces out there in art exhibits. And he's been contracted to actually do big pieces. He did a big white bison for some organization, and he's got pictures of it online. It's really cool. He's standing next to it. It's this big bison, and he carved that. So I think that's really cool. I've always admired people who work with their hands. And okay, I work with my hands now too. I do crochet and I paint and I bead. And oh, I I've so got the beating bug. I do. I've got the beating bug, but my place is a mess. So no beating for me until this place is fixed. So maybe that'll help light a fire under my butt. Who knows? Because again, this week I didn't do anything in this room. Nope, but I was crocheting. Got further done on my sweater. Ooh. And what did I do? Let me see. I drove. I drove to Humboldt. It was Sunday. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I almost hit a coyote. Saw a deer. Didn't hit it. Thank goodness, but it was close to the road. Yeah. I had to drive. It was an emergency kind of thing. It was scary. But we made it there in one piece. Was driving the car. My car. And I love my car. My car is a good car, but she's old. She's been having some issues lately. So, anyway, she got us there. She got us there. She got us back. The tires didn't make it back. No. We leave Humboldt, which is like an hour away kind of thing. It was the nearest hospital that was open. And so, we're finally done. We're finally coming home. It's the afternoon, Sunday afternoon. And we're almost to the main highway. We're about to turn onto the main highway. And as we're turning, we make the turn. And then first tire goes. The first tire. That was our spare. Yeah. So there went our spare. We had no tire, but we were outside of Nokomis. So we were off the main highway. We were outside of Nokomis. We were kind of close to home. We were close to Nokomis. You could see it in the distance, so we weren't that far away. We called our friend. Thank you, Kurt. You're awesome. And he came and he rescued us with the tire that we had here at home. He picked it up, came to our place, grabbed the tire, which we had, and put air in it and brought it out. In the meantime, we had the car jacked up, and I had taken the dogs for a little bit of a walk in the ditch where they went pee. And then they are quite happy to go back in the car. They don't like being by the side of the highway. No. Not a lot of traffic on the highway, but there was still traffic. There was quite a few semis that went past us. But thank goodness everybody went over to the other lane. They didn't slow down, but they went over the other lane. So, whatever. My dad would have slowed down. He taught me to slow down too. So, it's just courtesy. But they don't teach courtesy. It's sad. They don't seem to anyway. So many rude drivers on the road these days. But anyway, so the tire blew. We got the new one, or not the new one. Got the other one, put it on, and we started going down the highway. Well, we had to stop and pull over again a little bit ways because the tire wasn't, the lug nuts came loose. So hubby gets out and tightens them again, and our friend had stayed behind us, so we got our four-ways flashing. We're going slow down the highway. We're off to the, side, but we're still on the highway, because you don't drive in the ditches around here. Don't drive off the shoulder, because there's no shoulder. most times in these small rural highways. Quite often there's no shoulder. There's pavement to the white line, and then there's nothing. So there's nothing but ditch. So yeah, we pulled over as far as we could, and hubby tightened up the wheel, and we continued home. And that's how we limped home. We limped home. We couldn't go faster than 50 or 40. Hubby wasn't going very fast at all. And we pulled over 3 to 4 times to tighten up our lug nuts, and then the last time he tightened up the lug nuts, they stayed tight, and we didn't stop until we got home. But we made it home. But yeah, we don't have a spare no more, and the tire that we did come home with on the car was losing air, but we made it home. So that's all that matters. But yeah, it's been a rough week. But hopefully this week will be good, because there's a couple of medical appointments. I got a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. Yay! And let me see what else. Yeah, nothing else really, other than it's been stressful. It's been a stressful week. So yeah, last Saturday, I'm sorry I couldn't be here, but I had a migraine. I've been having quite a few headaches lately, but it's the stress. Hubby's been ill. So, and he's okay. He's getting better. But it's just scary. So, and stressful. So, I'm pretty set in my days, and with agoraphobia and PTSD, and you want me to drive, I have to drive. You know, I was working up to it for the next day, but 4 o'clock in the middle of the night, you know, it's scary. And I don't do well in the dark. I don't see well in the dark. I don't know why. I just don't see well. I don't see far. I don't have very good night vision at all. And our car doesn't have very good headlights, let's face it. So yeah. But I didn't hit nothing, and we saw 2 coyotes. One crossed right in front of us, the other one thought better of it. We saw deer, antelope. That was off in the fields. Yeah. But we stopped for gas in this town called Humboldt, and they had in the gas station, they had just pulled out fresh cinnamon buns. Like, oh my god, these things are so fresh. I, of course, bought 2, you know, one for me, one for hubby. And they were good. Just needed more filling, but I liked them. I was quite happy with them. Paid the price for eating flour, because I'm celiac, you know. I should not be eating gluten. But, of course, you know, I didn't bother asking if the cinnamon buns were gluten-free, because let's face it, they tasted really good. They probably weren't. Just my opinion, nothing gluten-free tastes good, because that's what tastes good in bread is the gluten. In the baking, it's the gluten. It's the gluten. The gluten makes things taste good, because without it, everything tastes crap. Just saying. And the texture's all wrong. Oh. If it wasn't for what it does to me after eating it, I would just say to heck with gluten-free diet. But I can't. It's just, it hurts. So, Yeah, I've been trying really hard. Except I had a sandwich the other day. So, yeah, I'm trying. Left to my own devices, I do pretty good. Don't do too bad, but I've had some corn dogs lately and I haven't been eating well. Actually, that's not true. When hubby was really ill there, he stopped eating and I didn't really eat anything. I had 2 days there where all I had was Ensures. I had my smoothie, my protein smoothie one day and Ensures the rest of the day, and then the other day I just had Ensures. Excuse me. And yeah, just is. So yeah, it's was been a rough week. It has been a rough week. But I'm looking forward to a better week. I have a few projects I'm working on that I want to continue. So we will see. I'm looking forward to getting things done. Like this. So this is my own design. I am not following a pattern. I am doing the same stitch I'm doing for my sweater, mixed with a row of double crochet, which means undo that row of double crochet right there. Damn it. Damn it, Janet. That's from Rocky Horror Picture Show, in case anybody's wondering. Hey, Tracy, how's it going? Happy Saturday. I'm frogging. I am good. I had a hell of a week, but I'm good. I survived it. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. So I'm just designing these fingerless gloves. Excuse me for a minute. Throat dry. Frog in it. Oh, you've been doing homework? I know those days. Yeah, it's Saturday. It was run around and do what I had to do, like the grocery shopping and stuff, because, kids. And do something with the kids on Sunday. But Saturday was running around day and homework. And if I was lucky, I got all my homework done. Because I did do a little bit every day after school. But yeah, I remember those days. It was tough. I remember those days, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. So I'm just crocheting fingerless gloves here. They're going to be a gift for my sister-in-law. You're getting ready to cook you guys a bite to eat? Right on. Hubby made me supper before I came on. Thank you, hubby, if you're watching. It was a good supper. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So yeah, we need new tires for the car. We need to figure out why the truck won't start. We need a few things. So, it's been a hell of a week. There we go. Absolutely. Quick and easy when you got homework is the way to go. I relied on my mom that first year of going through school. I was going through my adult 12. And they cram 3 years of school into 1 year. Uh, 12 months. Because I started in August and I went till, yeah, the end of August, beginning of September. So yeah, a full year. Adult 12. Everything from, well, they really did focus on 30 level courses, which is grade 12 here in Saskatchewan, but they did not, if most of the class needed help in grade 10 math, then we went back to grade 10 math and we went up. And that's actually what we did, because I did grade 11 math. I had no problem with the grade 10, but grade 11 math, because I quit in grade 10. I quit high school in grade 11. I guess I should say, yeah. So I quit high school in grade 11, and so I had to pick up. They're going to actually send me back. My math skills were so bad in the beginning because I just didn't use math. See, that is so awesome, Tracy. That is really so awesome. Medical billing and coding so you can work from home. That's awesome. I think that's great. I've been looking at some of the things that I can do to work from home and then sell. So I see on Facebook Marketplace, someone in Regina sells a lot of crochet stuff. And I thought, well, I can do that too. I just gotta put the computer down and crochet faster. Because there's so much to crochet. And then I got this room I've got to put together. And I have to put it together because I want a bead. I went on Etsy yesterday and I went to one of my favorite beading stores. And I now have a $33 order that I want to put in at the beading store. $33 and change. Pre-tax. Because now I want a bead. So yeah. I didn't bother looking at yarn because I've really got, 10 garbage bags of yarn, plus I've got still yarn that I have to put away in bags. So I've got enough yarn. I just gotta unbag it and organize it and put it together, like put it away and see what I've got. And that's what I'll do. But I don't need new yarn. I just need to use what I've got. And I don't know what I've got because so much of it was put away. Yeah, I hear you, Tracy. Times are getting tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher. Like, seriously? My check's not covering it either. Like, on one hand, things are better. Like, there's small blessings that we've gotten. But this has been a hell of a week, and if we get the same luck we've gotten lately, this next week's gonna be shit too. Mind my French. But that is the only way to describe it. Another flat tire for the car, so that's 2 flat tires. Truck won't start when you need it. So, yeah. And this is a week we've needed it. Stress levels through the roof. Am I doing the right stitch? Yes. Yes. Yes, I is. Yes, I is. Okay, good. So it would suck if I had a frog again. No, I hear ya. I do. Like, seriously, I don't know how I'm going to get tires. Because, let's face it, you either buy them in twos or fours. Well, twos just really won't cut it for us. We really need 4 tires. I can get 2 at once, you know. But I really hate doing that. I'd rather get all 4. Just. But I guess if that's all I can get is 2 new ones, that's, better than none. So I've got to do them 2 at a time. That's how it'll be. So I think I need rims too. So yeah. Because the car ain't going anywhere unless I get tires. And the truck's just not moving. It's because it's just not starting. I mean, it starts with the boost. But that's unreliable. Because that means you can't take it anywhere. You got to go shopping. You can't take the truck because you turn it off in the parking lot. You don't know if it's going to start again. Like, yeah, it's an issue. Truck's unreliable. Car, which is reliable, pretty much has been. Is not turning out reliable. Just isn't. Yeah, there's something electrical with the truck. Absolutely, we totally agree. But it's just going to cost an arm and a leg to even have somebody look at the electrical system. And that's just something we can't afford right now. So our cheaper bet is to limp along. I'm sure my husband has a plan because we like the truck. But we used the car last winter because the truck has unreliable heat and it didn't have heat last winter. So we might just go that route again this winter. Just keep using the car. We'll get tires for the car and worry about the car and just park the truck. We'll see. But last year, we were paying $450 a month for electrical. And the blessing we have right now is that even though we have a bill because we're leasing a furnace, we're doing a hot water heater, so those are 2 new bills. And then we have gas now. We have to have natural gas, hook up to power everything. So that's our heating. And our power has gone up because everything runs on power. All of that combined is still less than that $150 payment that we made. So that's a small blessing. It's a blessing, and we're taking it, because if it wasn't for the small blessings, life would be really bleak right now. So, yeah. But I'm not in a downer mood, but yeah, I am. Who am I kidding? Oh, it's been rough. But things are on the mend. My hubby's on the mend. The car will be on the mend. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Good for you. That's awesome. That's awesome. We were on, because we were using, because we didn't have a furnace and we relied on electrical heat. That jacked our power bill up to $450 a month, which was what they decided we would pay every month on an equalized payment plan, because that's just what they decided. So when we got the new systems in, I got off that equalized payment plan. So happy we did. I did that because the other month, not last month, but the month before that, my power bill was under $40. I was so happy. I did a jig. I did. I clicked my heels together. I was happy. I thought that was so cool. Look at our power bill. It's only $40. It's under $40. It was 38 and change. I was so happy. So yeah, I got off equalized payment. And we're just paying it as it goes. I just got to go and read the meter within the 5-day time frame that I have. I have to go and read the meter, which is right outside our side door. So it's not like it's a hardship. Just got to remember to do it. I forget sometimes, but because I'm a procrastinator, I put things off, so I forget sometimes, but I try not to be too bad. Dun, 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 dun. I think I switched from it to just doing this in the round. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, let's just continue doing that. So switch to double crochet every stitch, because I want to. Let's see where this fits so far. So I had to download a lot. Oh yeah, I'm not there at the... No, I'm not there yet. See? I'm not there yet. Not at the Tommy. Do you live in a house or an apartment, Tracy? I'm curious. And we want to get the ducts cleaned. Our heating ducts cleaned. Now that they're in use again. Because the previous owner had cats and his cats went everywhere. So, yeah. Freaking trailer. Hey! Just so you know, I'm former trailer trash too. I grew up in a trailer. Actually, grew up in a trailer. Fort McMurray. In Gregory Hill. So don't diss on those trailers, damn it. Do your water freeze up every year? Our water froze up every year. Freaking hell. Not in my mom and dad's trailer, but when I moved out and I moved into my boyfriend's trailer, it's still a trailer. His water lines kept freezing up. The one winter, his whole propane line froze up. You're in a small trailer park. Does everybody know each other? Do you have a Beavis and Butthead in your trailer park too, like I did? We had a Beavis and Butthead in our trailer park. Yep. Yep. I used to play. My boyfriend at the time introduced me to Prism. Because I didn't know that before. I had a very, very, very different upbringing than most people. Because not only did I grow up in a pet store, literally, I also was not allowed to listen to rock music. The only music I was allowed to really listen to and encouraged to listen to was my mother's collection of show tunes and the classical music encyclopedia thingy. Aren't you spoiled with nice weather? I want to go to Louisiana. Yeah. No, I used to listen to Prism. Uh, and he had this really nice stereo system, so I'd put on the record and I'd turn up the volume. I just listened to it on his speakers and the windows would rattle. It was awesome. I've always loved loud music. It may not be everybody's choice, of music, because I don't necessarily follow the beaten path of everybody else and listen to the popular tunes. I tend to find my own. But I like to listen to loud music when I do listen to music. I usually listen to it in my earbuds though, which means my ear hearing is damaged, but we all know I'm going deaf anyway. So, and I've got hearing aids now. So yeah. I'm not too worried about my hearing anymore. I'm gonna lose it anyway. So I'm not losing it very fast, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll continue listening to my loud music because I love my music loud. Almost 80. I think that's like almost 30. That's nice. That's gas off the top of my head. Because I'm in Canada, right? So I don't know what Celsius and Fahrenheit. I'm in Celsius, you're in Fahrenheit. I don't know. But that's warm. And I'm jealous. We had frost on our grass. It was supposed to snow last night and it didn't. I'm really disappointed. And so is Gus. I'm disappointed because I like it when it snows, because my puppy likes it when it snows. It's the only reason I like it when it snows. It should really be outside tomorrow, cleaning up some of that dog poop. Since it's nice and cold, I should be shoveling it up. Now is the perfect time before it snows. So I should get that done. Don't know if I'm going to, but it's a good plan. I was thinking about that today, actually. But I was really busy doing this fingerless glove. So, because like I said, I'm designing it as I go. So, yeah. I haven't counted anything. I guess I'll do it after. Or maybe I'll make the second one will count. Well, we'll see if the second one turns out the same. That might be an issue. What am I doing? Almost 80. See, my Chihuahua would like those temperatures. I used to have to fight to have her come in, like this summer. She just really liked being outside, and I'd have to go out to get her in. She would run away from me and then she'd run in the house, and she thought that was fun. So we did that almost every time I let her out. I'd have to go and chase her in. So I don't have to do that now because it's cold outside. She's at the door waiting for me. It's awesome. I really enjoy it. It's like, yay, I don't have to go and outside and pick you up. Almost 80. That's awesome. I was talking to my bestie today. We were on the phone for nearly an hour, just yapping away. Okay, mostly I was yapping and she was listening, but that's just how it goes. Her kitty cat was digging in her plants, making her upset, so I gave her a few tips. So hopefully she remembers. And if she's watching, tinfoil balls, about that big or so, in your planter, cover all the dirt with tinfoil balls. Make sure they're pointy. You don't want them smooth. You want pointy balls, because aluminum foils can get really pointy when you scrunch it up. You want to scrunch it up, but leave it where it's pointy. Then you want to put it all around your dirt. Good layer of it. So when the cat jumps in your plant, the cat will jump in the tinfoil. They don't like tinfoil. They don't like landing in it. It's got sharp edges. They don't like the noise. Unless you have a cat that likes tinfoil, and then you're SOL. I suggest trying cayenne pepper on your planter. Not the plant, the planter. Cayenne pepper can be your friend when you're training. True story. I've never used it, never had to. Once Dad yells, everybody frickin' listens and learns. Nope, we can't get away with that. Okay. Everybody listens and learns. Now we single crochet. Chain one, skip one, single crochet. So what else is new? What's everybody doing? Hello, everybody. What y'all doing? I'm crocheting, in case you're wondering what's going on with me. I am making fingerless gloves. Present for my sister-in-law. And I have new sister-in-law. Yes, I was talking about that earlier. I forgot. So my brother, who's a sculptor, who lives in the city north of us, Saskatoon. He's a sculptor in Saskatoon. Anyway, he kept going to Paris, France. Kept telling me it was because he had shows. And he could have. He's a sculptor. I know he's got pieces in places. So, pieces in places. You know what I mean. So, I know that he's, he's known. He's got his name out there. And they met in Paris. They found love in Paris. and they got married. So I'm so happy. I got a new sister-in-law. Her name is Florence. And she's French. And she's very pretty. I don't know what she's doing with my ugly brother, but she's very pretty. He's very lucky. Yep. Okay, you're not ugly. Right, man. So yeah, I'm just sitting here crocheting away. I worked on my sweater. I got my back done and my front done, the panels. I'm working on the sleeves now, and I could be working on that, but I wanted a break because they require a lot of attention. They are difficult for me to do, so I gotta work on them differently or at a different time. This is... What am I doing here? Okay, I did the chain one. Sorry, I'm losing my place. I'm designing these fingerless gloves. I'm coming up with a design all off the top of my little head. I do have a little head. Just working in the kitchen. Work, work, work. You'll be right back with me? Okay. I'm just going to sit here and yabber away and crochet. Don't mind me. Oh, I watched Lilo and Stitch today, the live version, because I hadn't seen it yet. Because it's out on Disney Plus, so I watched it. It wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it. It was cute. It was well done. I thought they stayed true to Stitch, which is the whole movie. Because it says Lilo and Stitch, you know, like it should say Stitch and Lilo, but whatever. Humans first, I guess. But I love Stitch. I love chaotic things. So, yeah. Haha, I knew that's where I was. I could tell. I could tell. Now, let's see, where am I? Oh, yeah, I still got room. Still got another row at least to do. So I like how it goes in. I've got it going in and then comes back out. I don't want to make it too tight. She has bigger hands than I do. Or she might. She's taller than me. She has bigger feet than me. I know that. So, yeah, I'm hoping that these won't be too tight. I'm using a worsted weight yarn with a 6.5 hook. A J hook. No, sorry, a K. I'm using my Furls Odyssey K. Well, you're not going to see that. It says K. It says K. Oh, right now it only says 7. Sorry. The K part wore off. But it's a 6.5. So I'm just doing this stitch that my sweater is built with. It's a single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, you know. Excuse me. I have the burpees. I'm drinking pop. I have Coke. You know me, I love my pop. Oh, no, wrong stitch. Stop that. Concentrate, woman. Honestly. You'd think I never crocheted before. What am I doing? Yeah, right here. Oh, so yeah, just puttering away at this. I haven't been doing a lot of gaming. Well, I have been gaming in the evening. But I haven't been doing, it feels like I haven't been doing a lot because my head's not on straight. My head should be on straight, but it's not on straight. It's been a really stressful week. I'm still de-stressing. So, still learning to cope. Because I had to go way out of my comfort zone. Way out. Like, here's my comfort zone. Way out of bounds. Way out of bounds. Way. How scared I was. How uncomfortable I was. How out of my comfort zone I was. So stressful. But I got through it. I did good. Gussie did good. Little bit did good. They let me bring in a little bit too because she was in her pouch. And she was so good. You didn't even know she was there. Like, seriously, they didn't. I had people say, "You have two dogs," I've been told. Because they could only see Gus. And then I go, yeah, and they're right in front of me. They didn't even see her because she's tucked in her sack and she's sleeping. She was either sleeping or her head was popped out and she was just quietly looking at everything. She didn't make a peep. 3 hours we were there. Actually, we were there for 4. But she didn't make a peep at all. They were so good. Such good puppies I have. I'm so proud of them. They're so lucky. So, yeah. I just told them she was in training to be my support animal, which she is. I'm trying to train her to be a support animal. I have the booklet on how to do it. And she's doing really well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford to get her accredited, which means she won't actually be a legal emotional support dog, which means I can't fly with her and do all sorts of things with her, but we'll see when the time comes. If I put her through the program, it would cost me thousands, but she'd be trained by masters. But I can't afford the program. They'd probably still take her, though. Because they do, up to a certain age. But they did their first senior dog, too, so... Oh. But yeah, migraines suck. That was what was wrong last Saturday, was a migraine. I was in bed before 9. Shit, I was in bed in the afternoon, I think. Why are we tightening up? Why do we feel like we're tightening up? I'm gonna have to increase. Gonna have to do an increase, yeah. Still got a couple rows. But I gotta do an increase. This is too tight. Too tight. Like, if it's tight on me, it's gonna be tight on her. What you doing? No, you're a naughty little girl. Get off that, Gus. She took her boot off. We got her wearing boots because she has very itchy skin. And because she has itchy skin, she's scratching a lot. And she'll scratch herself raw. She'll scratch herself till she bleeds. And then she has scabs on her neck. She has scabs on her ears. And we're not talking little scabs. We're talking big honking things. So we have decided it's not fair to her to keep yelling at her every time she scratches, because she's going to scratch. She doesn't understand. She just knows it's itchy. She's going to scratch. So let's put soft booties on. And that's what we're doing. We're putting soft booties on. Huh. I didn't know that. But yeah, we're putting soft booties on. And this way she can still scratch. She can still scratch her itch, but it's not going to tear her skin. And we are careful to make sure she doesn't scratch to excess, because this will still rub her skin raw if she does it often enough. So we're still watching her. And we still stop her from scratching excessively. But she's supposed to keep these on. And she took one off. So I'll have to put it on because she's a little turkey. Who took it off? Come here, little turkey. Excuse me, Gus. Yeah, well, you're right there, Gussie Poo. How come you're right there? Hmm? You're like right there. Let me move this. That needs to go downstairs in the wash. I got a pile of them. Okay, little girl. Say hello, everybody. Say hello, everybody. There she is. She's not happy. Hello, Tracy. Little bit says hello too. Hi. How are you? You're a turkey. You are. You took your boot off. Why would you take your boot off? Hmm? No, don't suck up. No nose licks. You're just sucking up now. That's just wrong. I can do that too. Okay. Hey, I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, relax. Shh, 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 shh. Good girl. No, you don't kick them off. You smarten up. You little shit. Sorry, mind my French. She's earning new nicknames. Okay, you little turkey. There you go. So yes, she's a handful. No, she's not. She's really good. She lets me dress her. I gotta buy more clothes. She's a medium for most things. Some things she's a small, but most things she's a medium. It's the chest and the neck. She's got a 10.5-inch neck. No word of a lie. 10.5 inches around. Well, 10 inches. Around the biggest part of her neck. And then 16.5 chest. Yeah. So that usually pushes her into the medium category. Yep. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I've been crocheting. I haven't worked on her dog sweater this week. I've been working on my sweater. Like I said, I got the front panel done. And it totally matches up with the back panel. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with myself. It's the first time they match. Trust me. I know I've made a lot of sweaters, but every one of those sweaters are kind of. Every one of those sweaters are unique. Let's just say that. Yeah. Yeah. Every one of those stinking sweaters are unique. Yep. So yeah, I'm working on the sleeve now. Hi. Let me show you what I got on the sleeve. Let me put in the stitch marker. Oh, crap, I forgot what that was for. It's because I didn't work on it today. So this is what I've got done. I think that's row 5. No, maybe row 10. So this is what I got done. I don't know if I'm doing it right. It kind of looks wonky to me, but we'll see. But yeah, that's what I've got done so far. So one side looks like it's going out more than the other side, which it is. And that's how the picture is too, so we'll see. Like I said, work in progress. And that's the hook I'm using for it. It's a 6.5, or I'm sorry, it's a 6 milli. And I've got one. Oh, I got lots of yarn left. Look at this, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skeins of yarn left. I've got 2 sleeves and a neck left. I miscounted. Oops. This stuff's so awesome, though. I'll figure out something to do with it. We'll see how much I end up with at the end. We will see how much I end up at the end. I end up with at the end. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So, but it's gorgeous yarn. I love working with it. It's a little splitty, but if you get the right crochet hook, some yarns like different crochet hooks, and the one I'm using is a divot, I think, and it's fine. Doesn't mind it too bad. I just gotta watch it sometimes when I get really fast. I have to slow down. But no biggie. I can't go very fast for very long anyway because I'm still learning. So yeah. But yeah. So I'm going to be frogging that sleeve back to the cuff, and I'll be working again on it in front of my computer because I was working off of my phone, and it's just really hard to see everything on your phone when you're reading a pattern. So I've got the pattern written out on, I used 3 different programs to make a Word document with the written pattern from a website. I think that was pretty good of me. Maybe you all know how to do that. I don't. So I used a little tool called Snip, and I cut out little pictures of all of the dialogue, switched it in, and put it in a Word document. A docx. So it can be opened by different programs, but a Word document. And made 13 pages, but after I managed to edit and put some things in better order, and got rid of a lot of free space, it's slimmed down to 12 pages, so that's nice. It's a nice it makes a nice sweater. So, yeah. And I included all the pictures too, so yay, I did that. Took me longer than I expected. My poor puppies were upstairs all by themselves. Took me about half an hour to do that. So I was scrambling to get it done because I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but it was. All I wanted to do was figure out how to do the sleeves, but then copying the sleeves over led to, well, because it just flowed into the neck, which then flowed into putting it all together. You know, it just flowed all together, and I ended up copying it all over. So I went from the beginning all the way to the end. Got 12 pages, but it's a document. It's saved on my computer now, so I can make the sweater again, which I think I will because my friend wants a sweater. And I really like the stitch. It's really easy to remember. And I really like this. Yeah, I really like the pattern. Makes a pretty sweater. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's called the Weekend Snuggle Sweater. And it's Googleable. Googleable. Yeah. Am I saying that right? You can search on Google for it. There we go. Honestly, officer, some days I can talk and other days I just can't. Just is what it is. I'm gonna be one of those miserable old women in the old folks' home that bangs everybody on her cane with her cane because she can't talk. That's it. Just gonna give up talking. I suck at talking. I give up. Okay, so we're going to single crochet in this stitch right here. That's not a single crochet. That's a single crochet. Stitch. So single crochet, chain one, skip one, single crochet, chain one, skip one, all the way around. Because the first row was good, it was the second row that started. I started seeming to get everything tight because everything went tight. So we will do an increase here soon, maybe at the end. One increase. We'll see. I know I want to increase the next row. Because the increase is where I found, the next row is where I felt the tightening. Not so much this row, but the top row. And yes, I'm not following a pattern for this. This is all off the top of my head. And no, I'm not writing anything down, and no, I'm not counting anything. Is that really how people design? I don't know how people design. I just know how I do it. I tend to do it off the cuff. And then if I like how it turns out, then I write it down. I haven't liked anything yet. I'm my own worst critic. I accept that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we put single crochet there. No, slip stitch. There we go. Chain one. Okay. Let's do single crochet here. Oh yeah, let's do that. Because I put one here last time. Let's move everything over one block and see what that looks like. Hang on. Oh, I gotta double check this. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine, but it's definitely gotta start coming out. So we need to increase it. Don't mind that. That's my tail. Okay. We're gonna put an increase here. I just frogged a little bit back. We're gonna put an increase at the end of the first row. Okay, there we go. Chain one. Now okay. I did manage to move everything over one. Haha. No little boxes for you, mister. No, no, no. Now you have a late dinner started. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, with hubby not feeling good, I haven't been eating very healthy, I have to admit. I've been having suppers all over the time clock, and for 2 days there, I didn't eat at all. I just insured it. Just drank my insures. One day I had a protein shake with them. One day I didn't. I just wasn't hungry. I was mostly worried about hubby. So, he's fine. But I worry, because I do. Because that's how my mom raised me, to worry. So, and to stress. In case you're all wondering why you do things the way you do, you probably picked them up from one of your parents. Unless you've worked really hard at not doing that. Which I'm just realizing that's why I stress and worry, because that's how I was raised. Well, darn it, let's work on fixing that, because I don't like being stressed and worried. It does me no good. So, yeah. Usually don't either. Yeah. Oh, I got music trapped in my frickin' head. I'm gonna have to listen to it. Oh, there we go. Switch the channel. Same singer, different song. Good memory. That song by Garth Brooks, I Got Friends in Low Places. I had the whole bar singing it. It's awesome. Good memory. Yeah. I got told tonight that my bestie was very proud of the fact that I made the choices I did growing up because it led me here and we're friends. That was a kind of nice way to say stuff, and it just made me feel good. It did. I was a bit of a wild child back in the day. Yep, yep, yep. I enjoyed it too. Like being a wild child. It was very hard for me to give it up. I like causing chaos and getting in trouble. It was fun. As long as you don't get caught. Don't get caught, people. Just saying. It's really bad when you do. Don't get caught. Don't. I never did. Even when the cops were actively looking, I never got caught. See, that's tightening up. I need to increase it more. You used to run with parties. You got caught once? Oh. The closest I ever got caught to getting caught by the cops is we were partying in this trailer, and it was a good party. And I was hooking up with this guy in the back room. I mean, hooking up with the guy in the back room, and the cops came and raided everything, and we were actually in the middle of things when they burst in the door and told us to stop what we were doing and get dressed. And then they shut the door. Well, I don't know about you, but we didn't stop. We continued. And the cops came in again. Tore them off me. And back then, there weren't so many female cops. Let me tell you, the male cops did not care that I was naked. Yeah. So they told me to get dressed. So I got dressed. Nobody was watching me. Everybody was counting all the kids. And I snuck out the back door, through the back fence, past the cop cars, across the street. Just walked away. Oh my God, I heard next day from people who were at the party that the cops kept looking for me. Because they counted all the kids, but they were missing one. I was just walking away because nobody told me to stay. And I was drunk. Nobody told me to stay. They just told me to get my clothes on and get outside. So I did. I got my clothes on, I got outside, and then I went for a walk. And I just kept walking. That's the closest I ever got to being caught. That's the closest. Yeah. Because the cops are everywhere in that yard. And I just, oh, cop coming, turn. Oh, cop, oh, turn. It was funny. Good memories. I was... You gotta say 19? Yeah, I gotta say 18, 19. 19. Somewhere around there. Yeah, I was young. I know some girls get mature around 19 and 20, and then they're like hooked up by 23 and married and happy. And yeah, no, I was still growing up at 19, thanks. So I was never one for getting into um marriage and a home and family, despite the fact that I had my first kid at 18. I was never into that family thing. No, 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 no. Oh, well. Live and learn. I'm just trying to put an increase in this a little bit more often. I've put in a couple more increases. And voila, we are done. On to the next row. Stop it. Okay. There we go. Yarn issues, man. Yarn issues. Oh. Oh no, I got Skinnamarink Dinky Dink in my head. Skinnamarink Dinky Dink, Skimmarinky Doo. I love you. Skimmarinky Dinky Dink, Skimmarinky Doo. I love you. Love you in the morning and in the afternoon. Love you in the evening and underneath the moon. I love that song. I used to sing it with my kids all the time when they were young. And the song from Tarzan, You'll Be in My Heart, I remember sitting on the couch singing that to my son, top of my lungs during the movie. Oh, no! I'd never done that. Okay, I have done that. Once. Once when I was really young and stupid. But I never got caught doing it. No. No. Because I got horseshoe shoved up my ass at some point in time. I certainly don't have it now. I must have lost it. But back then, I used to get into a lot of shit and I never got caught. Thankfully. So my parents would have shipped me out of the city, man. But let me just say, Fort McMurray was not a good place for a young girl to grow up in, you know? It just wasn't. There was just too much temptation. Just was. I'll remember that. Because right now, they have, like, I can get charged with impaired right now if I go out and drive. If there was a cop around. And they pulled me over. But first, I'd have to give them reason. Because I don't speed. Because that's the one mistake people make sometimes when they're drinking. They don't listen to the traffic laws. And to me, it makes sense that if you're doing something illegal, then you should be sneaky. And that means not drawing attention to yourself, so don't speed. Don't recommend it. I will keep that in mind. My wild days, unfortunately, are behind me. I say unfortunately because they were fun. You know, they were. I had a lot of fun being wild. But it's all gone. I old married woman now. Damn cops. What the hell are they doing on the back roads? That would be what I'd ask him as he pulled over. It would be, ma'am, may I see your license? Do you know where the hell you are? What the hell are you doing out here? Like, fuck, man. Sorry, mind my French. I got a really bad mouth on me today. Until your 30s. No. You're not supposed to get in trouble in your 30s. You're supposed to get in trouble in your teens. Because then they can't charge you. By my 30s, I was boring. I went out a little bit, but no. I haven't partied like I was 19 since I was 19. Yeah, my last partying days was when I left McMurray. Yeah, I have never partied anywhere like I partied in McMurray. Nope. Nope. What am I doing? I'm looking for that stitch right there. That's where I'm going. You cuss like a sailor? Oh, good. Then I'm in good company. I do too. My mom was very disappointed when I started cussing at 16. Mind you, she was very disappointed when I hit 16, as it was, so there's a lot for her to be disappointed in. All I can say is she had a dutiful daughter until I hit 16. She should have counted herself lucky. Good, because I don't want to. I don't want to offend nobody, but I do swear. And it sounds like tonight's a night for swearing. So, you was married at 17? Wow. You must have loved a guy at 17. I was. What was I doing at 17? Oh, when I was 17, I broke up with my 24-year-old boyfriend. And I found the next guy who ended up being my baby daddy. So yeah, 17 was a bad year for me. Pregnant at 17. Mom at 18. Oh, it's just bad. Although I got a beautiful baby boy out of it. He my pride and joy. He in Saskatoon going to school. Yep. Doing really good too, from what I can tell. From what he tells me. 2 kids by the time I was 22? Yeah, me too. I had Todd when I was 18, and I had his sister when I was 19. And then we gave his sister up for adoption because that was what the man wanted, and I was too under his thumb to really have a backbone. So I went straight from Mummy's thumb to his thumb, like under his thumb. So I didn't know who I was. I was so used to being stepped on and being a rug, being wallpaper, that I just continued. Like I just was that. I didn't complain. I took the abuse. I didn't let it bother me. Okay, my mom was bothered. My dad was pissed off because he was an abusive man. Didn't find out till I was much older that he hated women. He didn't realize it till he was much older too. But when I say I've been there, I've done that, I've pretty much been there and done that. But found out my mom was a little crazy, like my actual birth mother was a little crazy. She was known on the reserve as Lulu Bell because she was Lulu in the head. My brother told me that. He's like, really? So I come about my craziness, honestly, because we're all kind of screwed up in the head. All of us. It's quite interesting to see. All of us are kind of screwed up. It's not funny, but it is. But we're all probably products of FAS. And if that's all it was, we can consider ourselves lucky. So, yeah. At least I never got it. You know, I kind of wish I had gotten a chance to grow up with her, but, you know, I don't know because my brothers were living with her and they were taken away. And they got a lot of scars from that. So, me, I was taken at 4 days old. I was taken right after she had me and placed in foster care, so... But let's face it, they did what they wanted to. They assimilated the Indian out of all of us. I mean, my two brothers are trying to regain their heritage. I find it very hard to. Am I in touch with your daughter? Kind of. We're friends on Facebook. I picked her parents. Her parents were my aunt's best friends. So I knew where she went. There was letters sent every Christmas. Every year there was letters and pictures sent of how she was doing. I was supposed to send pictures back, but there was a lot of guilt. And my way of dealing with the guilt at that time around that whole situation was ducking my head in sand. Oh, excuse me. There was no reason for me to feel guilty, though, because everything that happened in that was none of my doing, and it was all beyond my capacity to stop. So I've come to terms with it, and I've come to forgive myself because there was no reason for me to feel that way. But that's how I felt the whole time. Up until I got a chance to meet her, I felt really like an ostrich. I didn't even talk about her. So, but now I talk about her. We've met. But she has issues. She's like me. She's an ostrich. And this whole situation is one of the things that she has issues with, so I understand. Went through the same thing. So, yeah, go ahead. Take your time, and that's what I've told her. I'm here. You know, but I'm also not gonna chase after her. Okay, there we go. Let's put you in. There you are. Right there. Yeah. What did I do with my... There we are. So yeah, I have pictures. I haven't talked to her in the last 5 years, though. But my boy is, she talks to her two brothers, my two sons. So she does talk to them. So I'll ask them how she's doing. And I get messages from her that way, when she talks to them. Sometimes she'll say, tell her I said hi. And they'll pass that on, but that's about all it is. I'm not worried about it. She comes by the way she deals with her feelings, honestly. Runs in the family that way. That's apparently how my mother dealt with things. Like my birth mother, she ran. Every time social services found her and tried to get her to sign me over, she ran. She disappeared again. So that was how she dealt with things. Yeah, we have somewhat of a connection. We do. We'd have more, but she holds me at arm's length, and that's fine. That's fine. I scared her. I get that. She was born an empath, and she has issues with it. It scares her. It scares her when she has premonitions. It scares her when she knows how others are feeling. It scares her when she sees things that others don't see. When she hears things that others don't hear. It scares her. And I said to her, well, I'm sorry. Welcome to the family. What would you like? And she says, I don't want it. And I said, well, sorry. I don't know how to stop it. Maybe pray. Maybe go to church. I'm sure that'll deaden everything. But me, myself, I don't know. Sorry. I grew up in Fort McMurray all by myself with nobody to teach me. I figured it out all on my own. Don't do the stuff I figured out, because learn from my mistakes. No, she's scared of her abilities, and it frightened her, and she doesn't like how comfortable I am with it. But whatever. I told her it's up to her. Like she could exercise. It's like a muscle. You can exercise it and it becomes stronger, or you can leave it alone. And I think she's chosen to leave it alone. So that's fine. That's her choice. I've always, been okay with my kids' choices. I don't force them into anything. My one son is scared of it, but he accepts it. My other son is scared of it and doesn't even do anything about it. It's not there. It doesn't exist. He's in his own world. So he had some vicious nightmares when he was younger. I had to do some stuff. And nightmares passed away. Nightmares went away. He was able to sleep. All teenagers go through a period where they get nightmares. I don't know why. But both of my boys went through a period of nightmares. And I know me growing up, I went through a period of nightmares. It was weird. Unless it's just because we are what we are. I don't know. I know not. Now I'm still just yapping about things. Now you have food. Yay! Food is good. Food is very... Oh, that works out perfect. Look at that. Food is good. I had food earlier. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. single crochet in to the stitch 6. You have a 16-year-old boy at home? Cool. I miss having my kids at home, but I'm kind of glad they're all grown up too, because this is the first time in my life. Oops, I did something wrong there. This is the first time in my life I get me time. Like, seriously. Like, it's me all day. It's awesome. I never had that before. And okay, yes, I'm still living with somebody. I've never been on my own. But it's awesome not having the kids. Not being asked, hey, mom. Hey, mom. Mom. Oh, it feels so good. You have 4 grandchildren. That's awesome. I don't have grandchildren. My one child doesn't want grandchildren. None of my babies want children. None of them. My daughter, my sons, none of them want children. None of them. So, yeah. I may never have children. That's okay. Or grandchildren. I may never have grandchildren, but that's okay. Whatever. I'm not too worried about it. Just with the way the state the world's going in, it's okay. If they're meant to be there, they'll be there. Yeah, me either. Nope. Nope, me either. I don't know how young people can go ahead and procreate right now in this economy and the state of things. It's just, nope, not me. I couldn't do that. Okay. It's just too tough. It's too uncertain. Everything is. I mean, my goodness. There's not good times out there. Not good times at all. I would say no to children. Absolutely. Heck, I'm about ready to say no to pets too. But I couldn't imagine my household without doggies. So, and I need my PTSD dog. And he needs his little sister, so yeah. Dog stay. Dog stay. I'm doing the wrong stitch again. Damn it. I forgot. Oh, it's not just the U.S., Tracy. I could tell you things my prime minister is doing that the news is not reporting on. He wants to switch everything to a digital ID. He wants to, he's trying to push through a bill that allows the government full control over the internet, forces internet companies to track you, track everything you do, everything you say. The government will have access to all of that. He's got us so far in debt. I mean, the last PM put us in debt that our grandchildren will be paying it off. But this one has put us further in debt, way more than the first one, to where 4 generations of people will be paying off his bill. Like, it's just, his budget came out and there's nothing in it for food prices, nothing in it to help people. There's nothing in it to help the people who need help. You know, like the lowest of the poverty line, like those below the part. There's nothing in his new budget to help us. Nothing. Like, it's like we don't exist. It's just horrible. Like, come on, people. The food prices can't continue the way they are. They keep going up. The money's not going up. The food prices are. The price of everything keeps going up. And there's no tax relief. It's just... It's just horrible out there. And I know the U.S. is falling apart. And that's scary to me, too, because we're neighbors. But as much as, you know, my PM is making a mess of the country, I'm still telling everybody down south, move here. Quick, get up here. And you want to move to Saskatchewan, you don't want to move to Ontario. Frick, everybody wants to move to Ontario. Yes, the weather can be nice in certain parts, but it's not a place you want to live. It's too expensive. Live in Saskatchewan, we're cheap and we have universal health care. And disability don't even make $1,000 a month. That's why I'm going to school. Wow. I'm on disability too, but it was based on my income. They take 60% of my income from before I was hurt. And so I get $2,700. But, and change. Just got a raise, actually. Which, again, they increase it every year. So, but they're supposed to in my head because they've taken the place of my employer. So therefore, if I'm entitled to a 5% wage increase every year, because I was, then damn it, that should increase too. Just how I feel. But I'm sorry you get so little on disability. I was hurt on the job, so that's why my disability is based on my pro income. How much is a gallon of milk up here? A gallon is like, what, 4 liters, right? Oh, it depends on where you go. Like here, around here, if we had to buy milk here, it's about $7 and change. About $7 and change. But that varies depending on where you go for milk. But around here, because we're pretty rural, it's $7 to $8. Down south, it's a little cheaper in the major shopping centers, you know. Oh, I hope you do. I hope you get an increase. You need one if that's all you're getting. My God, I couldn't imagine how you must live. It must be so hard. Oh, wow. See? That's awesome. Yeah, we pay through the nose for our dairy. Butters, like a pound of butter is $5, $6. Paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, I hear ya. Every time I think to be able to pay or to save some, I put some away. You know, and I did. I managed to put some away. We had like $50 in savings. It's all gone. Needed it. needed it, wasn't even in the savings account for a month. Yeah. No, a lot of places don't have universal health care. But Tommy Douglas is the father of universal health care, and Saskatchewan was his home province. So Saskatchewan has universal health care. And that our health care system is on the brink of collapse, but is still paid for by the government. So, but yeah, the government's running our health care to shit. And watch it. They're doing it so they can privatize it. Because right now, we don't have privatization. They're going to bring it in. I know they are. Because we need some relief, and our premier isn't doing anything for the health department to increase stuff. He's doing nothing. Yeah, he was a good president, if you don't mind me saying. I know some people were for him, some people were against him, but I always thought he was a good president. Didn't necessarily always do good, but because he bombed some people he shouldn't have, I know. And he did that on purpose, but, gotta make hard decisions sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. And he had no, I'll say something about your current president. He's good for your country. He's really doing America first. He he screwed everybody with his freaking tariffs. Yeah. Knows how to negotiate. RPM doesn't know how to negotiate. Like, he went down there and he talked to Trump with plans to get some of our tariffs, relief, and that he came away with nothing. And then 2 hours after that meeting was over, Trump upped our tariffs again. Thanks, PM. You're awesome. He's not popular. I have to admit, his policies are not popular. He's not popular. But if he gets everything done that he wants to do in the future, America's going to be stronger for it. You guys have a president that actually is putting America first, and he's looking down the long game. I'm not saying every decision he's making is right. I'm not an orange person. I don't like Trump. But I have to say, I wish my prime minister was more like Trump. Because we could do with a prime minister that was less globalist and more Canadian. We have a globalist for a prime minister. He's all over the place. And he's right in the World Financial Forum. What is it called? There's the World Health Organization, and there's the World Economic Forum. That's the one. The World Economic Forum, you really got to look into them. They have some weird ideas, man. And nobody's stepping up for them. My PM, he's like right in with them big toady. So we might very well be eating crickets soon. Because they were trying to sneak in cloned meat. They were. Yeah. And I'm sorry for that. Because, yeah, a lot of people are getting hurt. A lot of people are getting hurt. It's like I want to take pictures of what we eat and send it to the Prime Minister and saying, "Are you hungry? Would you like to come over for supper? This is what I have to offer you." Why? Because your freaking grocery prices are so out of the roof. We can't afford to eat. Do you know how long it's been since I had a steak? Wait, where's my thumb hole? Wait, where did my thumb hole go? I had a thumb hole, didn't I? Didn't I make a thumb hole? I'm sure I made a thumb hole. Because it's gone now. Like, do you know how long it's been since I've had a steak or a beef roast? Oh, God. We used to have roast beef almost every weekend. We used to have a steak twice a month. Like, not often, but a nice, good steak twice a month, you know? Little bit, you're scratching. Uh-oh, what? Uh-oh, what? Oh, I know, right? Like, seriously, I'm thinking of buying from the local butcher. Like, I'm seriously trying to talk my hubby into it. I think I would have him talked into trying it once if our freezer was empty. But our freezer, he tries to keep our freezer full. So, yeah, the thumb hole. Oh, the thumb hole. Yeah, yeah. I forgot the thumb hole. I went right past the frickin' stitch marker. Okay, so here I am. Let's try 5. No. I want to move my thumb over a bit more. No, I don't want to put my tummy there. Okay. I'll figure it out. It's not rocket science. Holy crap, it's 2 hours. I gotta say goodbye. Look at that, Tracy. It's 2 hours. I gotta say goodbye. Well, you have a good night. And thank you for chatting with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a super night and a great day tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful week. At least we had fun. We did, didn't we? Thanks for listening to me babble. Bye. You have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Have a great week. See ya.